everybody, it's Cathryn from In the Pink Designs, and this week I'm doing the Darling Dinos bundle. It's adorable. It is a 1 million, not sure which demonstrator did it, but when you have 1 million in sales, you can design your own set. So she did, or he did, an excellent job. I love this set. And I'm also using the birthday celebration dies for the pocket shape, but I put it on upside down on this, so it will point it up. All right, so the box, it's relatively large. It measures 3 1/4 by 4 by 1 1/2, so a little bit bigger than I usually do. And it opens like this, and it will fit a bunch. I could have probably even squeezed more. Skittles, Sour Patch Kids, different Skittles, M&Ms, a Twix, and a Hershey bar. So this is much bigger than a normal one I did. I think this is perfect for Valentine's Day, but it would also be good for a first birthday or a baby shower too. I think it's really cute. I'm just in love with this bundle. All right, what we need for this is a piece of soft Seafoam that is 10 1/4 by 8 1/2. I cut this shape from the birthday celebration dies. All right, and the actual die measures about 3 inches by 2 1/4 almost. Okay, and I also cut out the 2 shell pieces from Basic White. Now I'm using Wildflower Birthday Designer Series paper, which is lovely. So we need 4 pieces that are 1 3/4 by 3 3/4, and I use 2 different patterns. We need 2 pieces that are 1 1/4 by 3, and 2 that are 1 1/4 by 3 3/4. All right, let me get my Simply scored, and we're going to start on the 10 1/4 inch side. Score at 2, 3 1/2, 6 3/4, and 8 1/4. Turn it to the 8 1/2 inch side and score at 3/4, 2 1/4, 6 1/4, and 7 3/4. All right, now you fold and burnish all your score lines. All right, now we can put this either way as long as it's the long way is this way. Okay, this is what we're going to be doing. So we're going to start down over here, go to the first score line, cut it to the second score line, and take these 2 pieces off. Okay, go to the next score line, oops, cut it to the second score line, take off the bottom rectangle, and wedge both sides of the square. Alright, go to the next 2 score lines and cut them to the second score line. Take off the rectangle and wedge the square. Right, and then take these 2 pieces off. All right, and that's one side, and we're going to do the same exact thing on the other. All right, so go to the first score line, cut it to the second score line, and take off these 2 pieces. Next score line, cut it to the second score line, take off the bottom rectangle, and wedge the square. Okay, go to the next 2 score lines and cut them to the second score line. Take off the bottom rectangle and wedge both sides of the square. And then take these 2 pieces off. Now these top 3/4 inch pieces, I'm going to wedge each side of those. Other side. All right. And that's what your cardstock should look like when you're done. Now we're going to start over here. I'm going to put glue on these 2 tabs. We're going to make sure that the score line on the top of the tab goes even with the side of this rectangle. That's the inner one from the small one. And then do the same thing on the other side. Okay, and then the next 2 tabs we're going to connect to the other side of the same rectangle. All right, and that's your box. Okay, so we need, first let's do these 4 pieces. They're the largest. And I'm going to put the pink gingham on the top of the flaps and the green leaves on the inside flap. All right, and then these 2 go on the long sides and these the short sides. Okay, and we're just going to let this dry, and now we'll do our stamping. All right, first I'm going to do our cute dinosaur. All right, and then I'm going, that's with Tuxedo Black, and then I'm going to take some old olive ink, and right at the edge for our sentiment, I love you, I'm going to just stamp that as close as I can so I can just cut that easily. That's done with that. And now we need to flip over our pocket, and we're going to stamp some grass with old olive. I'm going to put piece grass on each side. Okay. Now we need some soft seafoam, and we're going to do the spots on the egg. So let's put a little scrap. This would be cute for Easter too with this little egg. All right, so I'm just going to put some over there and then not as many on this side. Okay, and then on the top, I'm going to just try to kind of get along this whole thing. Okay, and then lastly we need some bubble bath ink for the hearts, and I'm gonna put one up there. Now you could wait until you have the dinosaur all cut out. 1, 2, and then 1 down here, so 3. All right, now we have everything here, and I'm using 3 Stampin Blends, light and dark bubble bath, and light smoky slate, which these really don't show, but I'm just going to do the little toenail area. Okay, and then with dark bubble bath, I'm going to do these little dots. Okay, and then I'm going to do the rest with light bubble bath. All right, now we're ready. Okay, so the I love you is definitely going to go between these 2 hearts, so that fits fine. All right, now I'm going to put this egg onto here so that his tail sticks out a little bit, because it's an open egg, so that's okay. So I'm just going to put some dimensionals on the egg. And then I'm gonna, my hands are so dry from the cold weather. I just bent his neck. Oh, it's all right. All right. And then I'm just going to glue the hat on his head or her head. Make sure his eye is still there. Okay. And then put dimensionals on the entire back. Right, and then I'm just going to glue the I love you. And it sticks off a little bit. All right, now let's let that dry. All right, we need a piece of soft seafoam that is 2 3/8 by 3 1/8. And we're going to tie some ribbon around it. Okay. We want to tie a bow on the right side. So I'm going to take some of this striped iridescent ribbon. All right, and then I'm going to glue this right over the ribbon. And there will be about 1/8 of an inch around the two sides and the bottom. And then the top will just kind of have a little bit there, because there's plenty over here for it. So, all right, and make sure your bow's good. Great. All right, now we need our box. And the left side is going to be the biggest side. So I'm going to try to get this with the same amount all around. Lower. Good. And I'm going to take a pencil. And I want a light mark on each of these 3 sides here. Okay. And we're going to flip the box like this, and I'm going to put glue just inside that area where I put the marks. And then I'm going to set this right in there on top of those marks. The one's a little bit of it that shows off. Okay, and make sure it's down good. All right. Now we need some 3/8 inch adhesive Velcro dots. You can get these in the sewing section of Walmart, and they also have them on Amazon. So I'm going to need 2 because I don't want it to be lopsided when you pull it up always on one side. Okay, make sure you're nice and straight before you push it down. And then just give it a nice push. All right, and then for the final touch, I'm going to use some iridescent faceted dots, gems. Yes, gems. And I'm going to use the small ones, and I'm going to put them right up here. So 1, 2, and 3. And that's it. Hope you enjoyed it. All of my info is below, and please subscribe and hit the like button. And I will see you next time. Bye.